Iran possesses a very large number of ballistic missiles, particularly short-range ballistic missiles that threaten the United States and our bases in the region and our partners in the region.
This operation is a clear, devastating, decisive mission. Destroy the missile threat, destroy the Navy, no nukes.
The objective of this mission is the destruction of their ballistic missile capabilities and of their naval capabilities.
It was one of the only mildly consistent things that anybody said about the war with Iran, and it was described, as you heard there, as an absolute must from the Trump cabinet: destroy all of Iran's missiles. So now the deal has been reached. That must mean we got all the missiles, right?
Other countries have them. It's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Their ability to launch missiles has been substantially degraded. Is it zero? No, but it's substantially degraded. And in that sense, we haven't abandoned the mission. We've accomplished that particular part of the mission.
It's just one little slice to show you pretty easily and quickly and simply the Trump administration's sort of signature move here, their hallmark of saying one thing at one time and then doing the opposite, of moving the goalposts when things don't go their way. This concession, though, in Iran's missiles is just one of many in the so-called peace deal with Iran. To take us through where things stand, I want to bring in former Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence, our good friend Sue Gordon. Thank you for being here today.
Hey, Nicole.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Well, are any of us great in a world where it's hard to know what to believe, where I think we've decidedly made the world more dangerous, and it's not clear what we accomplished despite spending lots of money to create havoc in the Middle East. But other than that, it's a great day.
Well, and the lives of 13 Americans that have been lost.
13 Americans. And the loss of...
Go ahead.
Loss of trust of our allies and partners. I mean, listen, no one should be confused just because people said hi to the president at G7. The loss of standing, the loss of reliability of the United States as a partner, and that impact, not just with Iran. And we can talk about, does Iran believe anything we say? Does it feel beholden to keep their word because we have not seemed to be able to keep ours? And then going outward to the people we really care about, allies and partners. I think one of the most profound, damaging aspects of this has been our standing as a consistent force for sovereignty, for not the big guy beating up on the little guy, for having our word mean something. And I just think it is I'm glad we've reached some sort of ceasefire, because I don't want our women and men in harm's way. But we should be pretty clear that if things have happened here, they have not happened to make the world safer or the U.S. more trusted over the course of this.
What is your sense of what we have agreed to? I mean, the conservative press that is usually cheerleading Donald Trump is disorientingly disgusted with the deal. Trump himself, never a hostage of hypocrisy the way normal humans are, because he has no capacity for shame, doesn't seem to have any issue with doing what he criticized Obama for in the releasing of Iranian assets. The Strait of Hormuz seems to have been what motivated Trump to come to the table, but it was open before, so that's not in a better place. I mean, what is your sense of what America gained from this war?
Let's see. So Iran is physically decidedly worse off. While I will say the bombing campaign didn't create a good, secure ending, it certainly damaged a regime that has been effecting malign influence over the region for a lot of years. So Iran is weaker in terms of their capabilities. But let's even talk about that. We have created scarcity within the Iranian nation, so those people who may have wanted to uprise before are unlikely to be able to, because scarcity helps authoritarian regimes, right? They don't have all the power they had. They don't have all the services. They don't have the buildings they had. I mean, and this is a heyday for a authoritarian regime to say, we are going to have to control you because we're in tough shape. So we've actually diminished one of the great moments that I think we had, which was Iranian people that were ready to do something. And we, in fact, have set that movement back. So we've done that. We haven't improved the nuclear security because this isn't an agreement. This is an agreement to stop fighting for a period of days, to come back to the table and to talk about what we're going to do. The agreement the Obama administration had on JCPOA was much narrower than President Trump talks about, but it had real teeth. And Iran might have gotten money in the course of it, but they got money as they achieved some milestones. I have no idea who's going to verify anything if we can come to it. We don't even know what's been agreed to in terms of actual limits, or who's going to verify it, or when we're going to release money. All we know is that they're going to come back to talk to about it. And then I think the last thing is we have oddly, unbelievably, in the course of the way we've conducted this, created legitimacy for Iran as a nation. Right? We've shown them that they have economic leverage. We've negotiated in the opening, in the open with them. Our president has signed documents not with the president of another nation. We have given them standing that they didn't have before. And then when you get to just incomprehensible statements like it would be unfair for Iran not to have ballistic missiles, in the Wayback Machine, that was one of the big criticisms of the JCPOA. It was too narrowly focused on nuclear, and the money that Iran got was used for their conventional programs. Now we have this president saying, yeah, it's only fair if they're able to use those things. The world is not better off. The U.S. isn't better off. And Iran, though it is damaged, is in weirdly a stronger position than it was before. So I don't know how to tell the American people what their billions of dollars and their daughters and sons' lives accomplished. I will hope that somehow magically career diplomats get in the fray and we come up with something that is verifiable, but we are a long way from that.